Hello friends, Skoda is serious about introducing the new generation of Super. While the whole world has gone crazy and obsessed with crossovers and all their derivatives, quality beer lovers are not going to part with the classic body types. Let the trends go to hell, and Skoda Superb IV will live. And so that you don't think that the brave Czechs are joking, they took yes and rolled out the first teaser of the novelty, and with it the teaser of the new Kodiaq. Well done. Let's now focus on Super. A large, solid, and affordable liftback will retain all of its strengths, for which he is loved more than the Volkswagen Passat, whose Super literally ate and committed an act of cannibalism. If you don't know, the Volkswagen Passat and the Millet falling down will be available in the new generation exclusively in the universal body. See if sedans are out of the mail these days. But Superb IV is still a liftback and everyone forgives him, and he also has to take on a huge burden and fill the niche that Volkswagen will free by removing the four-door Passat. Sounds tempting while intending for Skoda. Now the Czech needs not to fall face down and release a chic product. The visual part of the Skoda pleases me, although not everything. The top Czech will be based on the new platform. Oh sorry, this is already a well-known MKB cart. But Volkswagen marketers decided to get out of the current situation and called it the MKB Evo. It seems that it's not a new platform, you can't call it old. In general, marketers cope with their homework and they will still fool the majority of customers with these permutations, but engineering promises new levers that promote kinematics and increased body rigidity. The car will become more obedient, but at the same time it will not lose a cheerful situation in comfort with the interior. The leap between generations in this aspect will be huge. Here you have a new operating system with an application store and a new chip that processes data streams, and there is even a new architecture of two displays in the spirit of Octavia. Only everything will be more expensive and more solid. Still, this is the upper segment in the Skoda hierarchy and you need to match the titles. The back row will become the main trump card of the models. The place will be even more, and with it the length of the body will increase. But the line of power plants will please with its abundance. All engines without redemption will be hybrids. Mild hybrids get an additional starter generator with a power of 20 horsepower. And plug-in hybrids get an extra electric motor on the rear axle. The line of engines will include a 1.5-liter gasoline 4 with an electric motor with a capacity of 160 horses and 250 Nm. For whom this is not enough, a 2-liter gasoline hybrid with a male capacity of 300 horses will be available. If you hate plug-in hybrids, then the 2-liter 4-pipe will be available in its purest form with a starter alternator. In this case, there are almost 210 horses. Also, the company is not going to abandon diesel power units and offers several options with a volume of 1.5 and 2 liters. The choice of Superb IV will be offered with both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. And also the company will begin to use an 8-speed automatic more massively. Those who are bored in the station wagon can clap their hands. After all, the station wagon will also be available in a new body. But what he wants to cry from is the news that the new Super generation will be the last. And by the end of this decade, the Czechs are replacing this model with an electric car. Such an ominous prospect. The premiere of the novelty should take place in 2023. Mercedes has introduced a small update for the 4-door AMG GT, but the entry was affected by modifications with nameplates 43 and 53. And the top 63 version has lost any changes, and maybe it's for the better. This is how an AMG GT 53 looks like a healthy person. And this is what it looks like with the optional V8 styling package. You ask, and here V8? In order for customers who bought the younger version not to feel flawed, the company came up with this. If you look closely, it becomes clear that most of the body kit elements are borrowed from the older version of GT63. Although the exhaust pipes remained round and not rectangular like the flagship. And now the main question is, what is this black nonsense under the radiator grille? The company explained that this is a design element borrowed from the AMG GT Black series. It's supposed to be nice, but who is the designer of Mercedes said that their AMG GT Black series looks nice? Externally, this model looks like a shriveled tomato. And so the Germans decided it would be great to do something similar with the four-door AMG GT. Whether this element plays some important role in aerodynamics, no. Does he look nice? It is unlikely. Although there will certainly be customers who will like this solution. After all, the design is a matter of the edge of a subjective useless campaign. With the advent of updates, poured a bunch of useful options for younger models. Now available for them is a power sunroof and a wireless charger. You only think what technologies in the 23rd year Mercedes introduces and updated software. According to the company, such options should be given to customers exclusively with an update. And some companies are introducing such little things without any pathos with a change in the model year. In terms of power performance, there has been no change. Both models are equipped with a 22 horsepower starter generator. These are just fragments of power. The main emphasis is on the 3-liter inline turbo 6. 43 modification produces 367 forces and the 53rd can boast of a herd of 435 forces. This update will not affect the cost of cars. I have everything for today. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos. Good luck to everyone and see you soon.